Welcome back my YouTube channel, Old Coin ZE Collection. Today's video, we are diving deep into a coin that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide, this coin 1913 1-cent wheat penny from the United States. Though not officially listed in mint records, this coin has become a true legend in numismatics. The wheat penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birth anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse of the coin features a right-facing portrait of Lincoln, while the reverse shows two wheat stalks, symbolizing national prosperity and unity. The 1913 1-cent wheat penny is a very unusual and special case. According to official records, the U.S. Mint did not produce any pennies in Philadelphia in 1913. All known 1913 cents are believed to have been struck under unique and possibly unauthorized circumstances, making them extremely rare. Most 1913 wheat pennies known today were discovered accidentally, often mixed in with other Lincoln cents. There are extremely few surviving examples, and each one has been the subject of considerable study and authentication efforts by experts. The Philadelphia Mint, which would normally produce coins without a mint mark, does not list any mintage for the 1913 wheat penny. This raises the mystery. How did these coins come into existence? Some experts speculate they may have been struck as trial pieces or made unofficially by mint workers. These coins are made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, with a diameter of 19 millimeters and a weight of 3.11 grams. They maintain the classic Lincoln portrait and wheat reverse design, consistent with coins of the era. Despite their ordinary appearance, these coins are anything but common. Most collectors would overlook a 1913 penny if not for its backstory. That's what makes it even more exciting. Such a small, everyday object can be worth millions under the right circumstances. Authentication is crucial when it comes to the 1913 wheat penny. Because of its mysterious origin and high value, counterfeit versions are frequently attempted. Experts use advanced techniques, including metallurgical analysis and microscopic comparison, to determine authenticity. What makes this coin even more intriguing is that it blurs the line between official mint products and private minting activity. If it was indeed produced unofficially, it raises ethical and historical questions about its place in collections and museums. Collectors and historians regard this coin as a rare anomaly in U.S. coinage history. Its existence challenges the completeness of mint records and highlights how much we still don't know about early 20th century mint operations. Only a few examples of the 1913 wheat penny are known to exist. Each of them has been carefully tracked and documented, often changing hands through high-end auctions and private sales. One of the most well-known 1913 wheat pennies surfaced in a private collection and was authenticated by a leading third-party grading service. Since then, it has appeared in various coin exhibitions and has been featured in several numismatic publications. Now let's talk about the value. Due to its extreme rarity and the mystery surrounding its production, the 1913 1-cent wheat penny can fetch an astronomical price. In high-grade condition, it has been valued at up to $3 million in private sales and auctions. The coin's elusive nature, coupled with its historic charm, makes it one of the most prized Lincoln cents ever discovered. Its multi-million-dollar valuation is not just due to its age or condition, but because of its enigmatic status and the questions it continues to raise. It stands as a true holy grail for Lincoln cent collectors and a symbol of numismatic curiosity, as with any rare coin. Provenance plays a huge role in determining value. Coins with clear, documented history and proper grading certification can command higher premiums in the collector market. To summarize, this coin 1913 United States wheat penny, coin history. This coin 1912 1-cent wheat penny. This coin is more than just a small piece of copper. It holds a legacy of over a century and is a prized possession in many coin collections across the globe. The 1912 wheat penny is part of the famous Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, marking the first time a real historical figure appeared on regular U.S. coinage. The Lincoln cent replaced the Indian head cent, and it has since become a classic. The obverse design shows Lincoln facing right, with a motto, "In God We Trust," along the top rim. To the left is the word liberty, and to the right is the date, 1912. Depending on where the coin was minted, you may also find a mint mark just below the date. No mint mark for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. Turning to the reverse, we find the two stalks of wheat encircling the words 1 cent and United States of America. Above that is the Latin motto, E pluribus unum. This design gave rise to the coin's common nickname, the wheat penny. The simple yet strong imagery reflects America's agricultural roots and national identity. The 1912 wheat penny was minted at 3 locations, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. In total, over 82 million pieces were produced across all 3 mints. Philadelphia struck the majority, with more than 68 million coins. Denver and San Francisco struck fewer, making those variants slightly more sought after by collectors. The composition of the 1912 wheat penny is 95% copper, with 5% tin and zinc. It weighs 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. This classic bronze alloy gives the coin its distinctive reddish-brown tone, although over time, coins may appear in various shades due to circulation and exposure. What makes this coin truly interesting to collectors is its age, design, and historical context. Minted during the presidency of William Howard Taft, this coin was in circulation during a fascinating period in American history, a time of technological advancement and social change before the outbreak of World War I. That while many of these coins were used in daily commerce, some have survived in uncirculated or well-preserved conditions. These higher-grade specimens are rare and can be quite valuable, especially when they feature a strong strike, original luster, and minimal wear. Now, let's talk about the value. A circulated 1912 wheat penny can typically range in value from $1 to $25, depending on condition and mint mark. However, uncirculated examples, particularly those with full details and red luster, can fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars. In one extraordinary auction, a pristine 1912 Lincoln cent sold for a jaw-dropping $3 million, due to its perfect condition and exceptional rarity in that grade. While such a value is rare, it underscores how a common coin can become a treasure when preserved carefully. One of the key tips for identifying a valuable 1912 wheat penny is to check the mint mark and the coin's condition. Coins from the San Francisco Mint with clear strikes and minimal wear are particularly desirable. Coins with mint errors, such as double dies or off-center strikes, can also command premium prices. If you're lucky enough to find a 1912 wheat penny in your change, or among your old family keepsakes, take a moment to examine it closely. Even a well-worn coin has historical significance and collector appeal. Always handle the coin gently by the edges and avoid cleaning it, as this can reduce its value significantly. Collectors often seek to complete a full set of Lincoln wheat pennies from 1909 to 1958. The 1912 penny, with its early date and classic design, plays a crucial role in that journey. For young collectors and seasoned numismatists alike, it remains a symbol of American heritage and a rewarding find. It's also fascinating to think about how many hands this penny might have passed through in its lifetime. Perhaps a farmer's pocket in the Midwest, a child's piggy bank during the Great Depression, or a soldier's wallet during wartime. Each coin carries a story. Preserving these coins is important not only for their monetary value, but also for their cultural and historical importance. Whether you store them in a protective flip, a coin album, or a sealed holder, keeping your 1912 wheat penny safe ensures that future generations can appreciate its legacy. In recent years, interest in early 20th century coins has surged, with many collectors revisiting classic series like the wheat penny. This growing enthusiasm has helped raise awareness and value for coins like the 1912 cent. As we continue to explore coins from the past, we gain a deeper appreciation for the stories they hold. This coin 1912 United States 1 cent wheat penny coin history. This coin 1910 1 cent wheat penny. The 1910 wheat penny holds a special place in the hearts of collectors, not only for its design, but also for its connection to an important era in American coinage. This coin was minted just a year after the introduction of the Lincoln cent in 1909, making it one of the earliest examples of the wheat reverse design. This 1 cent coin was part of the Lincoln wheat cent series, which was introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It marked a historic moment as the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's image, breaking away from previous designs based mostly on symbolic figures like liberty. The obverse side of the coin features a right-facing bust of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. His initials, VDB, originally caused some controversy when prominently placed on a 1909 version, but by 1910, they had been discreetly moved to the lower rim of Lincoln's shoulder. The reverse side showcases two sheaves of wheat flanking the words 1 cent and United States of America, which is why this coin is often called a wheat penny. Above the denomination appears the Latin motto E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many. The 1910 wheat penny was minted at two locations, Philadelphia and San Francisco. The Philadelphia coins do not carry a mint mark, while the San Francisco minted ones bear an S below the date on the obverse side. These mint marks play an important role in a coin's rarity and collector value. In total, over 146 million of these coins were struck in Philadelphia, while the San Francisco Mint produced just over 6 million. This significant difference in mintage makes the 1910 S version far more valuable and sought after among numismatists. The metal composition of this coin is 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. It weighs 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. Its edge is plain, as is standard with U.S. 1 cent coins. Over time, the 1910 wheat penny has grown in popularity, especially in higher grades. While most circulated examples are worth a few dollars, uncirculated coins with strong luster and sharp details can command premium prices. Condition, rarity, and mint mark all greatly affect the coin's market value. Now, let's talk about the value that truly surprises even seasoned collectors. A rare 1910 S wheat penny, preserved in pristine condition and graded at a high mint state level by a reputable grading agency like PGS or NGC, can fetch an astonishing value. In a high-profile auction, a top-grade 1910 S Lincoln cent has been valued at nearly $2 million US. This demonstrates how a seemingly modest coin can become a treasure with the right condition and rarity. Such high valuations are usually reserved for coins that are not only rare, but are also in superb condition, often with original red coloring, perfect strikes, and no damage or cleaning. These are the coins that make headlines and are the pride of elite collectors. Even lower-grade coins can be rewarding. A well-preserved, circulated 1910 penny without a mint mark might fetch between $1 and $10, depending on where, while lightly circulated or better preserved San Francisco versions can range from $50 to several $100s. Collectors should also be cautious and informed. The coin market contains many counterfeits, especially of rare mint mark varieties. It is always advisable to purchase such coins from reputable dealers and to look for coins that have been professionally authenticated. Apart from its monetary value, the 1910 wheat penny tells a story of a nation embracing its heroes and commemorating its history through the coins in its people's hands. It's not just a piece of copper, but a connection to the past, a moment frozen in metal. The charm of this coin 1910 United States wheat penny coin history. This coin 1911 wheat penny, also known as the 1 cent coin of the Lincoln wheat series. This cent may seem ordinary at first glance, but it holds a story deeply rooted in U.S. numismatics, culture, and even art. The 1911 wheat penny is part of the famous Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909. It was designed by Victor David Brenner and features the profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person and quickly became iconic in American coinage. The reverse of the coin features two wheat ears framing the words 1 cent and United States of America. Above that, the motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many one, is proudly displayed. This design would remain in use until 1958, when the reverse was changed to the Lincoln Memorial. The 1911 edition of the wheat penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver D, and San Francisco S. Each mint had a different production volume, with Philadelphia producing the most and San Francisco the fewest. These small variations greatly influenced the value of the coin today. The Philadelphia Mint struck over 101 million of these coins, while Denver produced around 12 million and San Francisco only about 4 million. The low mintage from San Francisco makes the 1911 S penny especially desirable among collectors and investors. Made from 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, the coin weighs 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. It was struck using traditional methods of the early 20th century, resulting in rich detail and a pleasing aesthetic, particularly in uncirculated or well-preserved condition. The obverse design of Lincoln remained unchanged for decades, but early coins like the 1911 penny still have small details that distinguish them from later issues. You can see the sharper facial features and deeper lines that bring out the quality of the engraver's original vision. The 1911 wheat penny also represents an important era in U.S. history, a time of industrial growth, cultural change, and modernization. It's a snapshot of a moment when the country was emerging into the modern age, and Lincoln's image symbolized unity and strength. While most 1911 pennies are common in circulated condition, collectors seek coins in mint state, especially with full, original red color. The copper tends to tone over time, turning brown or dark red, which can affect its value. So finding one with bright red luster is increasingly rare. The condition of the coin is graded on the Sheldon scale, ranging from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70. A 1911 penny in circulated condition might only be worth a few dollars, depending on where. But as the grade improves, so does the value, exponentially. Now, let's talk about value. A 1911 wheat penny from the Philadelphia Mint in average circulated condition can be worth between $1 and $5. In uncirculated condition, the value can rise to $50 or more. A high-grade 1911D or 1911 S penny can command several $100s depending on rarity and eye appeal. However, the real excitement comes with rare mint state specimens. In recent years, a few exceptional examples of the 1911 S wheat penny graded MS 66 red by PCGS have sold for jaw-dropping amounts. One such coin reportedly fetched over $2 million in a private auction due to its rarity, perfect condition, and historical value. This coin has become more than just currency. It's a prize collectible. Serious numismatists appreciate it for its aesthetic, historical depth, and scarcity in high grades. It tells the story of Abraham Lincoln's enduring legacy and America's transformation during the early 20th century. Collectors are encouraged to inspect coins for signs of wear, clean strikes, and original coloring. The presence of a mint mark, especially in S, can make a big difference. Be cautious of counterfeit coins, especially when dealing with high-grade or high-value versions, that if you ever come across this COIN 1911 United States wheat penny, coin history. This COIN 1914 1-cent wheat penny, a coin that, although small in size, holds immense historical and numismatic value. It's more than just copper and engraving. It's a symbol of American legacy, and for collectors, a true treasure. The 1914 wheat penny belongs to the Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person and marked a major shift in American coinage design. This penny features a profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse or front side, sculpted by Victor David Brenner. The portrait was carefully designed to capture Lincoln's thoughtful expression. Along the edge, you can see the inscription "In God We Trust" at the top, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1914 to the right. The reverse side of the coin showcases two wheat ears curving along the sides. That's why these coins are commonly known as wheat pennies. At the center, the phrases "1 cent" and "United States of America" are boldly stamped, with "E pluribus unum," meaning out of many, one, appearing above them. The coin is made from 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, with a weight of 3.11 grams and a diameter of 19 millimeters. It has a plain edge and a satisfying feel in hand, solid yet humble. For a piece of over 100 years old, that's impressive craftsmanship. Three main mints produced the 1914 wheat penny: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint did not use a mint mark. Coins from Denver and San Francisco carry the D and S mint marks below the date, respectively. Among them, the 1914 D is especially rare and highly valued. The 1914 D penny, in particular, was struck in much lower numbers compared to the others, only around 1.2 million. That's a sharp contrast to the nearly 75 million minted in Philadelphia. Because of this low mintage, the 1914 D penny quickly gained attention in the numismatic world. What adds to its allure is that many 1914 D cents went into general circulation and experienced wear over the years. Finding one today in excellent condition, with sharp details and original luster, is exceedingly rare. It's the kind of coin serious collectors dream of owning. Counterfeits of the 1914 D penny do exist, especially altered coins where a D mint mark has been added to a common 1914 cent. Collectors need to verify authenticity through trusted dealers or certified grading services like PCGS or NGC.so. What's the value of a genuine 1914 D wheat penny? In worn, circulated condition, it can range from $200 to $2,000 depending on its grade. In uncirculated condition, prices soar dramatically. A high-grade example certified by a top grading service can sell for tens of thousands of dollars. But here's the extraordinary part. One incredibly preserved 1914 D wheat penny, graded MS66 red by PCGS, was sold for over $2 million at auction. Yes, you heard that right, $2 million. That sale set a benchmark and highlighted how a tiny coin can carry unimaginable worth when rarity, condition, and demand align. Such values are not typical, of course. Most examples found today will not reach that figure, but they still represent an excellent investment. For new collectors, even owning a moderately priced 1914 D penny is considered a significant achievement. Beyond the monetary value, this coin tells the story of a nation in 1914, a year just before America entered World War I. It was a time of transformation, and coins like this are relics of that past, holding the weight of history in their metal. The design of the Lincoln cent remained unchanged until 1959, when the wheat reverse was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial. That gives wheat pennies like the 1914 issue a distinct vintage character, making them highly desirable among those who appreciate classic coinage. If you ever come across a 1914 wheat penny in a coin jar, a drawer, or even in an old collection, take a close look, especially at the date and below it. Who knows, you could be holding a piece of million-dollar history. For those interested in collecting or investing, always buy from reputable dealers and look for certified examples. A well-graded 1914 D cent is not just a coin, it's a legacy you can pass down through generations. That's the beauty of numismatics. It's not just about money, it's about time travel, history, and the thrill of the find. This coin 1914 United States wheat penny, coin history.